I just want them to have the best time that they've ever had and remember it for the rest of their lives. I just want to see everybody, you know, jumping up and down and throwing glow sticks, and like, there's nothing really more to it. I just want to see everybody have a good time. I want to expose people to something that not everybody else is playing. That's a big thing for me. And like, obviously I play a lot of my own unreleased material, and that's something that nobody else is playing. And I want to expose them to something that like isn't the norm and isn't in the Beatport top 10 and is like really dope, but something that they've never heard before and that makes them go crazy. That's the ultimate, is to be able to play something that's new, that's different, that they haven't been exposed to, that still makes them go nuts and get that response. And that's when you win. Whenever an artist like has a very distinctive style and then sort of goes in a little bit slightly different direction from it, their core fans, it's true all across the board. Any artist, like especially in dance music, my core fans and other artists' core fans, basically, whether they want to admit it or not, want them to keep making the same track over and over and over again, just slightly different variations of it. But that's no way to progress as an artist, and you're still going to get criticized for doing that. So with Redline, it was a very different direction. I mean, not like I went in a different style, but it was just progressive house as opposed big room anthemic progressive house as opposed to my usual electro house. And like, I make one song like that, or I made There and Back was I guess the first progressive house one, and then I did Redline, and people were like, Wolfgang's going progressive, he's going in a totally different direction. And I did this collab with Tiesto that was kind of housey and kind of progressive. So there was 3 songs that I put out that were not electro house, and people, mostly on my Facebook, but on, like, I guess on forums or wherever I don't see it, are like freaking out like I'm changing my style and I'm going in this different direction. It's like, dude, I just played around and put out 3 different tracks. I'm still doing the same thing. I can't read that stuff anymore, to be honest. Like, and I'm gonna get shit for saying that, because, you know, my core fan base wants to like give their input on Facebook, and there are some people on there who I want to hear from, but there are also a huge portion of people on there that just come on there and talk shit, and I can't read it anymore. So I don't, especially to tracks. Like if I'm posting about a show I just played, like I'll probably post about this, then I'll go on there and read the responses, because nobody comes on there and hates, and there's no hate. But if I post about a new track, it's like people just feel like obligated to give their negative opinion if they don't like it, man, and I don't want to hear it. It's nothing but bad. Social media is like a game and a marketing thing now, and like for me, Twitter is almost like therapeutic. I like Twitter. I like the first thing I did when I finished this set was go on Twitter and talk about how amazing it was, not for any other reason besides I just wanted to say that was a fucking amazing show. Facebook is a whole other thing. Like social media has turned into like a way to market yourself, and people are buying ads and buying fans and buying followers on Twitter, and like I don't fuck with any of that shit. I just use Twitter as like my way of talking about shit that I want to talk about. The thing is, there's promoters and festivals that actually look at those numbers, look at like Facebook fans as a gauge of like how popular an artist is, and they'll use that for the billing and the staging, and that's fake, you know? You look and that person really should not be playing main stage at that time. So it's about to implode. It has to implode, because everybody's gonna realize that half of this shit is fake. Half of these people aren't really having the fans that they have. So I feel like it's on the edge. It's just a matter of people catching on to what's happening. Last year I put out an album all at once. This year I'm putting it out a little bit different. I put out 3 singles so far this year: There and Back, Redline, and Flex. Then in mid-July I'm putting out a 2-track EP. It's 2 more tracks, and then in probably September, October, I'm gonna put out a mini album of like 5 tracks. So basically I'm putting out an album. I'm putting out 10 total tracks this year, but I'm gonna put them out like randomly, like the 3 singles, the 2-track EP, and then like a 5-track mini album. And then I'm relaunching my label Kindergarten, which was how I put out all my music before I signed with Ultra. and actually signing other artists to it and like running it as a legitimate label and like putting effort into it. And I've got this kid signed called Popesca right now that nobody's heard of. He's basically undiscovered. It's going to be one of the next very big things.